do, and I'll be in the office if you need me.
Cool. Thanks for your time. What's up, everyone? Welcome to another Jiu-Jitsu fundamentals class with me, Shane, and Ruben. Today we're going to still stick with side control, but we're going to be working in the gift wrap and cover the, I just lost my whole train of thought, the gift wrap, Kimura, and the bow and arrow style choke, right? So let's go ahead and we'll get into it. So we need side control. So this will fit here. All right, so we're going to start with side control like we were last time. And so Ruben has his frames on, right? And again, what I mean by that, this one here, he has, this hand is along my hips, and then this one here is kind of up on my neck, right? Framing to trying to create some space. So I got Ruben in here, and I actually like to get this arm out of the way first. So I'm going to swim this leg in to isolate that arm. And now, if you can see, this knee is now kind of underneath his head, and I've had him scooped up here. So this is like, I think it's like a dry dock position. So we're in this position here. He's up high. I'm actually going to take my left arm and swim it back so I can get this arm to come up over his head, and then I'm going to trap it. Now, I'm not grabbing this with my thumb, but more like a C grip or a sloth grip, hand, right? So I grab here, and I can pull this in, and I've got a really good control on Ruben here. And this also is kind of blocking him from being able to kind of move around. And I have my chest really driving into this to keep him down, and I have him just locked into this position here. So I'm going to use my right hand. It's going to come in underneath, right? So it's coming in underneath, and I'm going to grab my own wrist, right? So now I have this Kimura grip here already set up. So now when I'm ready to move into the Kimura, I'm actually going to pull this arm around from his head, push his head down, right? And so I'm still got all my pressure here, and I got his head, his kind of head is this way, you know. If you can break the line of the head, they're generally going to be weaker. So from here, and then I'm going to bring this leg up, down, and I'm going to scoop this up, right? And so now from here, I can start to turn and get the tap. It's common, that's like Ruben's head here. So it's common though that someone's going to grab their gi, right? And so if they're grabbing their gi, I'm going to pop it off and then go for the Kimura, okay? So one more time. Ruben's got his frame set up here. I'm going to swim the knee in and scoop him up. So now I come into this dry dock position. I'm going to swing this arm back. Catch his arm here. Right arm comes in underneath and grabs my wrist for a Kimura. And remember, none of these grips have, I'm using my thumb, all of these are the C grip. Right? So this comes over his head. I'm going to push that down. This leg comes up, drop to our knee, and I'm pinching my knees here. I'm going to scoop. He grabs his gi. I'm going to pop it off, and then finish the Kimura. All right? I think let's give one more look, but we're going to go kind of in this direction here. Slightly different angle. So start back here. I'm going to swim the knee. I'm going to bring him up. Left arm comes around. And this is really just, I'm moving his arm, but he's really doing all the work. Catch it. This hand comes in. Grabs my wrist with a C grip. Swim this around his head. Push down. He comes up. Drop down. Scoop. If he grabs the gi, we're going to pop it off and finish the Kimura. So everyone give that a try here. Starting here, I got my frames. He's going to swing his knee. Boom. Scoop me up to the dry dock here. He's going to swim his left arm around my arm to bring it, so catch it around my head. I'm going to grab it, bring it around, making sure to put pressure on my shoulder. Now he's going to take his right arm and swing it inside and grab his own wrist with the secret. All right. Now he's going to bring his arm around, frame on my neck there. And he's going to come up on his left foot and drop his knee down next to my head and essentially sit on my face. And then he's going to scoop my arm with the Kimura. And he's going to go ahead and finish the Kimura. And then if I grab my gi, I'm going to pop it off and then go for the Kimura. Let's go ahead and do that one more time. Good angle here.
Maybe this way to see the.
Oh, yeah, there you go. But then your back's going to be up here. So let's go this way. We're going to go slight angle here. So we're here. He's going to swim his knee. Boom. Scoop. So now I'm kind of sitting on his thighs here. I'm going to swim the arm back. Catch. Has the C grip. Right arm comes in, hooks his wrist with also another C grip. Comes around my head, frames on my neck, comes up on his knee, scoops, finishes the Kimura. If I grab the gi, I'm gonna pop it off and finish the Kimura. I like that one. That can set up into other submissions as well. So I really like the Kimura from the gift wrap there. It's a nice one. And you just also have a lot of good control from that particular position. All right, so let's go ahead and go to the bow and arrow choke. Questions? Yeah. If you have questions, feel free to throw them into the question box and I'll do my best to answer. All right, let me just adjust that. The gi real fast. Make it look nice. All right. So we're going to go ahead and go back into side control here. Just like so. All right. So again, we're essentially just going to repeat that exact same thing here, right? So we're in the side control here. I'm going to swim my left leg in to trap that arm. I'm going to scoop him up. So actually, I'm going to show what I mean by that. So I'm not going to, if you just hold your frames up here. So essentially, see that? Maybe go this way. There we go. So what I'm doing is as I'm actually as I'm here, I'm bringing this leg in and moving this elbow up. And then as he's here, I'm then able to hoist him up onto my thighs here, right? And then this arm is what's coming around. I'm forcing his arm to come around where I can catch it. All right? And then this arm is coming in, and we're doing this type of thing. So that's what the Kimura was for, right? And so now if we're moving on to the bow and arrow style choke, I really like this one. This is one of my favorites. So again, we're here with this in this particular position here, and this mane is getting in the way. So now I'm going to swim my leg, place him up, bring him up onto me here. So now he's on my thighs. Again, I'm going to bring this arm around, catch this with the C grip. All right, so now, as we're sitting here, I can start to bring in, if maybe I'm working for this Kimura, he could be like grabbing my arms, doing something, but maybe I'm gonna actually then grab this inside lapel here. I'm gonna kind of open it and then feed it up. And my hand that is grabbing his wrist, I'm actually gonna ditch the wrist and grab the lapel here. All right, and so I got my thumb in. And now, as I have this position here, I'm gonna grab his leg. This knee comes up. And then we can do the bow and arrow. And just sit back and pull, right? Just like as if you were a bow and arrow. So one more time. We're here. Swim the leg. Pull him up. So now we're in this. He's resting on my thighs. This hand's coming in. Pressure makes him bring it around. Hook the wrist. This hand is actually, instead of grabbing my wrist here, I'm actually going to grab his lapel and feed it up. So therefore, my left hand has an easier time getting hold of the lapel. Now I can grab his pant leg here. I'm coming up. Now I'm just going to sit back and then just give the, as if you were doing a bow and arrow from the back, right? And so essentially what's happening is like, he's bending around my leg. Okay? So let's do one more here and switch spots. All right. And let's go ahead and slightly angle this one here. So we have the frame. We can swim our leg. And we're hoisting up. So now he's on my thighs here. We got a nice good control grip here. This hand comes around, catches his arm. And remember, C grip, no thumb. This hand is coming in and grabbing the lapel. I'm passing this over to my other hand. We got to make sure that he could be tucking his chin. So you got to make sure that it's underneath the chin. We're always still having our pressure, so therefore he can't turn in. I think that might do him some damage if he does that. So then from here, we got the knee. This leg, my right leg comes up. You can see that, right? Right leg comes up. Sit back and execute the bow and arrow. Can I give that a try? From the top, got the frames. And swing the knee. Get me onto the thighs there to the dry dock. Swim the arm. Trap it and catch it with the C grip. His right arm is going to grab my lapel. And remember, it's the right side. Feet it up underneath the chin. Pass it off. And grab the pant leg. Right knee comes up. Sit back and choke.
Yeah.
All right, so framing, swimming the knee, getting into the dry dock position. It's going to swim the arm, catch, open up the lapel and feed it up. Switch to the switch grips. Grab the pant leg, knee comes up. And down. One of the things that I always look for when going for this particular, I kind of need to go back down, is making sure when we're in this position and we get the dry dock here, is I don't want them to be anywhere near like on their back. I don't want them to be flat at all. So it's like they're almost on the side, right? And so even when I put this on here, it's more on their back and not necessarily on the ribs, on the side of the ribs, it's along more of the back of their ribs, right? So therefore, when I get this grip here, and you actually get the choke there instead of pushing onto the side, right? So make sure when you're doing this, your knee is like essentially along like the back of their ribs instead of on the side of the ribs. I'll try it one more time. There we go. Swim. There you go. So taking the time to actually get this into, but how I feel in this position now is a lot better than I felt on the last one. I feel much more lifted up and hoisted onto this and actually feel I don't have an option to turn into the right. Trap the arm here, and feed the lapel up. Pass the lapel over, grab the pant leg. This leg comes up. There we go. And finish the choke. All right, that is the bow and arrow choke, or a modified bow and arrow. I don't know, maybe it has a different name to it. I'm not sure. But yeah, if you have any questions about those, leave them in the comments. And yeah, that is all I have for you today. Any questions, Ruben?
No. Well, I guess do you want to make sure you're really close when you're like doing the Kimura and you're bringing your arm around? Do you want to not have a lot of space?
And what do you mean?
When you bring your elbow around and then you're putting it on my neck. Do you want to like try to like kind of go right along my face?
So when I go for that particular, so you're down. When we're in this particular spot here, and I bring this around, if I don't have your head here, you feel like you probably have a lot more mobility in your upper body, right? If I actually push this down, I feel that kind of takes away some of your mobility and your ability to move. So I want to I'm right along like his jawline, pushing his head to the ground so his neck isn't straight. You know, if I can get that to turn, it's going to really take away some of like the strength that he has. And that's going to benefit me, especially me being a smaller person. So then I can come up and finish the Kimura. Did that answer the question?
Yes, that one. And then when you are first grabbing here and you're first bringing it around, you really want to try to like maintain that really, like really close.
Yeah. So if I'm doing this, I don't really want to give a whole bunch of space. Because if you think about it, I'm trying to keep my pressure down here, right? I'm trying to keep this pressure going forward. So if I lift up and I give space and I create space, what can you do? You can turn into me, and now I lose that position. So we're here, I have that forward pressure. This comes around. Boom, there's no space, right? I think that's kind of like, generally speaking, when you are attacking, you get rid of the space, and on defense, you try to create space. And so, bring it around, eliminate space, make sure that you're having the constant pressure back here to keep them in position. So, hope those other little details were useful there, and that's all we got today. And we'll see you guys on Thursday. Yes. All right. Thank you, guys.